This computer terminal provides full access to the L-Car's computer net.
Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight.
Behold the Eye of Thundera, or as you know, we got to pay homage to Star Trek too, so the USS Eye of Thundera. Anyways, this is the brand new 2021 GPX FSE300R. So this is my initial impressions of the bike. So I had it out last night at my buddy's enduro track. It's a nice 5-mile loop of tight woods track, turns and rocks, and you know, not a lot of hill climbs, but I will say I'm really liking this bike so far. I'm loving the engine. It's a 300cc, upgraded from a 250 last year, so that's nice to see. It seems to me like 300cc is the holy grail of 4-stroke displacement. So that is nice that they did that, because you used to have to buy a big bore kit, but now it's already on it, so it's cool. But my initial impressions of the bike and how it performs right off the bat is, man, it's great. I mean, it's very throaty. It's got a lot of power down low. Very, very torquey and very responsive. But yeah, really impressed with this engine. It just seems like just a perfect engine. Very linear. I don't feel like it's gonna launch you into a tree, but it feels like it's got a lot of power to power you out anything you want. Very, very tractor-like, you know, performance, where you could just tractor up anything. So I don't feel like it wants to, you know, stall out or anything like that. I feel like it just wants to power through anything you throw at it. So initial review of handling is I really liked it. The suspension wasn't even touched or set up yet, and it handled very nice for not being set up one bit. So, and then my buddy who does suspension for a living adjusted the clickers for me, and wow, what a difference. But bike handles great, solid, soaks up the jumps nice, soaks up everything you throw at it. It just handles very, very well. Very impressed with that. Now, as you guys know, I also own the FSE300R, which is the 2-stroke version of this bike. The frame is essentially the same, and it's just 2-stroke versus 4-stroke. And I know a lot of you are going to be asking, which is better, the 2-stroke or the 4-stroke? Well, honestly, I can't really answer you that. I know, you want a definitive answer, but honestly, it's your preference. Do you want a 2-stroke or a 4-stroke? So they both have different characteristics. So, you know, if you want just a quick, you know, what my thoughts are on that I mean, the 2-stroke is going to be, you know, a lighter feeling, because a lot of the weight's down low, less moving parts, so it's going to feel more nimble. But this is pretty close. So, but the 2-stroke is probably going to be better for, you know, tighter situations and whatnot. And you know, typical stuff that 2-stroke is better at. But this thing, you know, has got more a tractor-like feeling than the 2-stroke. So, and it's got more low-end torque than the 2-stroke as well. So, yeah, it's really just your preference of what you like. But that's all I'll say on that for now. I'll do a video on that at some point. So let's start going over stuff on the bike here. So there's a lot of upgrades this year. I'll try to go through what I know is upgraded. So let's start here. So let's go to the dash. The speedometer is totally upgraded this year. So look at that. I mean, that's sweet. It's beautiful looking. So you got RPM, miles per hour, odometer, and you got a little battery meter there. So that's pretty cool. Neutral light and gear selector, so you can see which gear you're in. You know, it's got everything you want in it. It's nice to know what gear you're in sometimes, and the RPM. And also you got a nice, I think this is new this year, but these bikes do come dual sport ready. I'll go over that in a second, but you got this nice headlight switch assembly and all that, so it's nice. I actually bought one and I didn't need to use it because this one's so nice. It's got everything. You got the horn and the turn signal, push button, so cancel with the push button there, a little flasher there, so that's pretty nice, I think. So yeah, the speedometer is great this year. It's definitely upgraded from last year, because I thought the other one they included before kind of really sucked. Just wasn't reliable and just basic information, and I don't even think the odometer worked. But this is a huge upgrade, I think. I know that not totally new for this year, but it is new. They used to come with fast A suspension, but these come with SCZ suspension. But you know, the fit and finish of the force is nice. I mean, you gotta look at that little fork bleeder push button right there. Clickers are, you don't even need a screwdriver. You just, you know, turn the clickers by hand, and same on the bottom there. I don't know if you can see it. Probably. There you go. And so yeah, the SCC suspension is new. I'm told it's a lot easier to work on than the Fast Ace, and I can attest to that because I'm trying to work on my Fast Ace right now, and it is kind of a pain in the butt to work on. But as far as initial impressions of the suspension versus the Fast Ace, I could say I like the SCZ a lot better. It's definitely not as harsh as the Fast Ace, but it handles very, very well. Soaks up the bumps nice. Really happy with the suspension. So what other upgrades do we have? So, oh yeah, the LED headlight there. Look at that LED headlight. Nice. You don't even get that on a lot of new KTMs. So that's upgraded. Skid plates upgraded. It used to be a two-piece design. Now it's a one. So it's got a nice, you probably can't see it, but it's got a nice clip on the back there and just one single bolt to hold it. But it seems a lot more secure, and you know, less bolts to vibrate loose and whatnot. So the skid plate's nice and upgraded there. And so also, which is nice, I think I went through it already, but the 300cc is an upgrade from a 250. Used to have a solid big bore. That was nice that they upgraded that 300. That is a magic unicorn displacement for a four-stroke, I think. So that's pretty cool. And I know the fuel injection is upgraded this year from a Rojo to, hey, it's under the seat, but it's a Delphi fuel injection now, so which is nice. I think the air box is also upgraded. I'm not sure exactly what they did, but I think the boot's a lot nicer than it was last year. I know they upgraded the air filter as well. It's a different design. It seems pretty nice. So I think that's most of the upgrades that I can think of. The handlebars might be new too. They're like a twin wall type setup. Really nice handlebars, I gotta say. I'm pretty impressed with them. So yeah, let's just start going over the other stuff too. So I am pretty sure these are Warp 9 rims. So let's get over here. And then, yeah, so I had these same rims sitting next to Mr. Everride's bike, and he bought some brand new rims, and they looked identical. So I'm not sure if they come out of the same factory or not. They probably do, but they are definitely Warp 9 rims. So I put the tubeless on there. Obviously, I totally recommend that. So yeah, and then you got the brakes are, I think they're a little different from last year, but they're kind of a Bembo clone, I think. But these brakes are fantastic. Just very modulating, and they stop on a dime. But I really love these brakes. These brakes on these bikes are some of the best brakes I've ever had on a bike, by far. So, which is nice. Yeah, so I gotta say, this bike comes with a lot of premium parts already on it. I really was trying to think hard what I need to buy for it, and not much came to mind. I mean, just everything it comes with is really premium. You know, from the foot pegs to the you know, the brake lever and the clutch levers, and I mean just everything on it. I mean it's pretty farkled up stock, so which is nice. So let's talk about the dual sport stuff that it comes with it, so, or the other stuff it comes with. So let's the tool kits that the GPXs come with is probably the best toolkit I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure it's a KTM toolkit, but man, it comes with everything you'd need on the trail. So I gotta say, this is awesome. I mean, look, it even comes with baling wire, so this is cool. It comes in handy on the trail. Comes with a nice slip in for quiet your exhaust if you need to quiet up for some trails and not pee off the neighbors or whatever. So that's nice that it comes with something like that, you know. And it comes with, look at that, it comes with blinkers, flasher, mirrors, already plug and play for dual sport. So, you know, before you had to like do all this fancy wiring and everything like that, you know, which is fine, but this is plug and play, so that's pretty nice. I think the only thing you might need is a horn, which is wired up for it already. Just plug it in, but I think that's the only thing you really need. Not every state requires one, but mine does. So yeah, and I can plate these bikes in New York. So I have my two-stroke. My two-stroke is already street legal in New York, and this one can be as well. So that's nice. So I'm gonna put that stuff on later. But all in all, my initial impressions of the bike are, it's fantastic. The fit and finish is very, very good this year. I mean, and the setup went from, you know, just half a day to like a couple hours, and really just it's fantastic setup, and fit and finish is great this year. I feel like the quality control is definitely there, and yeah, really impressed with this bike. So I would totally give it a 2 thumbs up, and you know, Elcar's ADB engage. So yeah, any questions, leave a comment. I'm going to be doing more videos on this. I'll do a full review eventually, so stay tuned.